Level 1 The Curious Child. You watch the dry Texas dust settle on the hot windshield of the moving car. The cracked vinyl seat sticks to your bare skin as the family relocates to California. Your father left a long time ago and you feel nothing about his permanent absence. School is easy but the other children seem like distant heavy objects moving around you. You join the military at 17 seeking simple structure or perhaps just clear physical instructions. The heavy leather boots drag on the gravel as you march across the base perimeter. A nervous breakdown follows quickly and the military doctors hand you a medical discharge paper. The white paper feels thin and cheap in your hands as you pack your bags. Civilian life returns with its dull routine and the endless loud noise of the city. You find steady work as a typesetter, feeling the cold metal press against your fingers. Normal people talk about their feelings while you just study their faces for slight reactions. They think you are just a quiet young man but you are taking detailed notes. Level 2 The Isolated Teenager. The busy streets of Hollywood blur past the window as you grip the steering wheel. A young 8-year-old girl is walking alone and you roll down the window. You offer her a ride in your car and she climbs into the passenger seat. The apartment door clicks shut and the heavy metal lock engages with a loud snap. You force her down on the floor, feeling the static electricity from the cheap carpet. A witness sees her in your car and calls the police from a payphone outside. Heavy knocks shake your wooden front door, causing dust to fall from the top frame. You escape out the back alley, feeling the damp morning air fill your burning lungs. They find the girl inside but you are already running far away from the scene. You buy a plane ticket under a fake name heading toward the cold East Coast. The airplane engines vibrate against your seat as you leave your old identity far behind. They are looking for Rodney but Rodney no longer exists in this part of town. Level 3 The Student of Death. The concrete sidewalks of New York are hard under your shoes as you walk fast. You enroll in film school studying light and angles under a very famous movie director. The heavy camera feels natural in your hands like an extension of your own eyes. You learn how to frame a shot perfectly, manipulating the focus ring with your thumb. People trust a man with a camera and they relax their shoulders when you smile. You walk up to young women on the street asking to take their beautiful portraits. The mechanical click of the shutter sounds like a tiny bone breaking inside the lens. You guide them into poses, telling them exactly how to tilt their heads for you. Power flows through the viewfinder, giving you complete control over their movements and their breathing. The FBI puts your face on a wanted poster back in the warm California state. 2 children recognize your face from the poster while you work at an arts camp. Police handcuffs snap cold around your wrists but your mind is already planning the escape. Level 4 The Stalker. The metal bars of your cell block feel cold and greasy against your bare palms. You serve a short sentence because the young witness refuses to testify in open court. The prison doors slide open and the bright sunlight makes your eyes water right away. You are back on the streets carrying your heavy camera bag over your right shoulder. You approach a pregnant woman offering to capture her beauty on expensive rolls of film. She invites you inside her apartment, the air conditioning blowing cold against your wet neck. The camera flashes bright, leaving temporary purple spots in the center of your own vision. You set the equipment down, feeling the rough texture of the strap leaving your skin. Your hands reach forward and the resistance of her breathing throat is sudden and firm. The struggle is brief as the heavy silence returns to the small humid living room. You pack your lenses slowly, making sure to wipe away every drop of fresh sweat. The camera now holds her last moments and you need more subjects for your portfolio. Level 5 The Novice Killer. The dry dirt of the hills crumbles under your tires as you park the car. You find a new subject walking near the road carrying a heavy bag of groceries. The camera is your perfect bait, making them feel important and safe in your presence. You lead her to a remote spot where the loud highway traffic masks all sound. The nylon rope burns your palms as you wrap it tight around her fragile neck. You pull the ends hard, feeling the heavy physical weight of her body giving up. You stop just before the end, letting the oxygen rush back into her burning lungs. You watch her gasp for air, studying the pure panic reflecting in her wet eyes. Then you pull the rough cord again, repeating the cycle until her pulse completely stops. You arrange the body carefully, posing her limbs just like a professional fashion cover shoot. The scent of dry grass mixes with the copper smell in the hot evening air. You drive away, feeling a calm, steady rhythm in your chest that demands another repetition. Level 6 The Predator. Bright studio lights heat up your skin as you sit on a colorful television set. The host introduces you as a successful photographer and the live studio audience claps loudly. You wear a brown suit with wide lapels, feeling the synthetic fabric rub your arms. The bachelor contestant asks you questions from behind a thin wooden wall painted light yellow. You lean close to the plastic microphone, tasting the stale coffee on your own breath. Your answers are smooth and confident, making the young woman laugh at your clever jokes. You tell her you are the best time she will ever have in her life. The audience cheers when she picks you as the winner of the evening dating game. You shake the host's hand, feeling the damp sweat on his palm under the lights. Backstage, the woman looks into your eyes and feels a sudden cold drop in temperature. She refuses to go on the date, telling the producers you make her feel sick. She walks away, saving her own life while you smile and plan your next move. Level 7, the collector. The metal roll-up door of your storage unit rattles loudly as you push up. The air inside smells like old cardboard and the faint chemical scent of photo developer. You flip the light switch and a weak yellow bulb hums above your head constantly. Hundreds of photographs cover the walls and fill the plastic bins resting on the floor. Young women and teenage girls looking at the camera with soft smiles and relaxed shoulders. You run your fingertips over the glossy paper, feeling the smooth surface of their faces. A small jewelry box sits on the shelf holding the metal earrings of your subjects. You pick up a small silver ball earring, feeling its cold weight in your hand. It belonged to a young girl who rode a yellow bike near the sandy beach. You keep these items to help you remember the exact sounds they made for you. You close the heavy door, locking away your secret catalog of faces in the dark. The collection is growing fast, but empty space on the wall demands fresh new pictures. Level 8, the media phantom. The ocean breeze blows salt into your eyes as you walk along the Huntington Pier. You approach a young girl walking her bike on the warm concrete, asking for photos. Her friend stands far away watching you adjust the heavy zoom lens on your camera. You lure her into the distant hills where the tall brush hides everything from view. The dry twigs snap under your shoes as you drag the heavy weight downhill slowly. Days later, the newspaper prints a police sketch that looks exactly like your own face. The black ink rubs off on your fingers as you hold the front page tight. You cut your curly hair, feeling the cold metal scissors slide against your bare neck. The friend remembered your face and the sketch is hanging on every local store window. Your parole officer calls your home phone and the plastic receiver rings loud and sharp. You answer the call with a calm, steady voice, keeping your breathing perfectly even paced. The police are closing the circle, but your yellow storage locker still holds all answers. Level 9, the cross-country killer. The metal handcuffs bite into your wrists as two detectives push you into their car. The plastic seat of the police cruiser is hard and smells like cheap pine cleaner. They found the silver ball earrings in your locker matching the missing girl from town. The courtroom benches are solid oak and your back aches from sitting perfectly straight up. You act as your own lawyer, asking the crying witnesses questions with a calm voice. You speak to the jury in a deep tone, resting your hands on the table. The wooden gavel hits the sounding block, producing a sharp crack that echoes all around. The judge reads the guilty verdict while you stare forward without blinking your dry eyes. The guards march you down a long concrete hallway toward the permanent maximum security wing. Years pass on death row and the paint on your metal cell door slowly peels. Modern technology advances outside the walls, matching your old blood to more cold unsolved cases. The appeals keep you alive for decades, but the needle is waiting at the end. Level 10, the untouchable. The hospital bed in the prison ward creaks under your weight as you turn over. The thin white sheets feel rough against your pale skin as your breathing grows shallow. The fluorescent lights buzz above your head, casting a pale glow on the bare walls. Police release your secret photograph collection to the public, hoping to identify the unknown faces. Hundreds of images flash on news screens showing the calm smiles of your past subjects. The cold liquid medicine runs through the plastic tube attached to your thin weak arm. You remember the heavy click of the camera shutter echoing in the dry hills perfectly. Your heart monitor beeps with a slow, steady rhythm matching the ticking of the clock. 80 years old and your body finally gives up its fight against natural organ failure. The machine goes flat, emitting a single continuous tone that fills the small, quiet room. Your eyes remain slightly open, staring at the blank white ceiling tile above your bed. The photographer is dead, but the women in the pictures will stare at him forever.